Then sakto, on the next year, the theme was Year of Acceleration. So I keep praying na there's something bigger that will happen to my life. So I was surprised and I was excited and joyful because I can see myself na nag-improve ako in a lot of things, kahit sa work and financial, because before I was struggling financially talaga. Then I was praying, Lord, guide me, give me wisdom to handle my finance, to have a wisdom on how to manage things. So it inspired me to give because I remembered nga nung hindi pa ako Christian, it was a blessing and it was not an accident na God led me to this church.
So hi everyone, this is Teen, and with me is no other than...
Hanz Rebustillo, or Hanz.
Okay, so just a quick introduction about yourself.
My name is Hanz. I'm a construction engineer. I'm working here at Bacolod City for almost 3 years.
All right, so for today, we do have questions, a set of questions about year and seed. So we would want it to be spontaneous only. So for my first question, since you've been here in Bacolod for 3 years and you've been here in the church for over a year, right? So what led in your heart, or what's the reason why you had decided to give your year-end seed? Was it out of impulse, or was it something a leading from the Lord? So what led you give?
For me, giving is an act of love and an act of faith. So I remember nung way back 2022 na I was led here to church. So I keep praying na kay Lord na something will big happen to me in my life. So nakilala ko yung New Life family. So I was blessed and I was very joyful na makita yung church, yung community, yung environment, how they bond each other and how they have fellowship with one another. Kumbaga na-inspired ako na this is something different na na-experience ko sa life. And it was very wonderful sa feeling ko. And then, I decided to plant a seed. I remember last year, during my last year-end seed, so I was praying for growth and breakthrough. And then sakto, on the next year, the theme was Year of Acceleration. So I keep praying na there's something bigger that will happen to my life. So I was surprised and I was excited and joyful because I can see myself na nag-improve ako in a lot of things, kahit sa work and financial, because before I was struggling financially talaga. Then I was praying, Lord, guide me, give me wisdom to handle my finance, to have a wisdom on how to manage things. So it inspired me to give because I remembered nga nung hindi pa ako Christian, so na it was a blessing and it was not an accident na God led me to this church, because if there's no tithers, if there's no faithful givers at church, God will not lead me here in New Life Bacolod. So that's what's inspired me.
Wow, thank you for that. And also, as a young professional and a young adult, maraming expenses, bayarin everywhere. And, the real life,
Yes.
where there are a lot of expenses. So, what made you decide in your heart to really give, despite there's a lot of bayarins, expenses, bills, credit cards or whatsoever coming in your way? What had you decided in your heart to still give, even if you're giving your tithes and offering? And it's December. It's a season of of giving. You will be giving a lot of gifts to your family, relatives.
Siyempre sa mga inaanak.
Yes, and inaanak. So, on top of those many things, what had made you decide firmly that I will, despite everything and anything, I will give?
For me, I decided firmly due to my trust and obedience kay Lord. Knowing na everything God will provide me. Kahit na in times na short ako, kahit in times na I have plenty, and I know that God will not forsake me, na kahit maraming bayarin and marami yung bills, maraming sinusustain aside from inaanak. Well, God tested me multiple times. Just I keep praying and have, because I remember sa Genesis, a story of Abraham, when I think sa chapter 15, when Abraham was doubtful kay God. If intindihin ko ba ang verse na yun, it's like God made a promise sa atin, di ba? It's like the same thing for us na kay Abraham, God already stored what's for him. It's just we need to plant a seed and have faith on it. So for me, that's what made me decided to plant a year and seed for this year.
Wow. So it's just boils out with trust and then obedience. And with that, our third question is, of course, since we had planted, of course, we would be expecting a harvest. So, what was your testimony? What God has done in your life by giving your year-end seed that would like to share with us and for those who are watching?
So in my testimony for my year-end seed, nakita ko yung acceleration sa life ko all throughout the years and months na pagsasoko and pag-pray ko kay Lord. Na I can see na God is doing greater things for me in life, one step at a time. And I believe na si God, there's something for me na in-store niya na already prepared na kailangan ko lang is i-prepare ko yung puso ko and keep my faith and pray lang lagi.
Alright, thank you for that. So next is, how can you encourage everyone? Of course, there would be some people na who are doubting, yung nagdadalawang isip for this. So how can you encourage them to take part, to participate, to be with us, to be here, and of course experience what the Lord is doing? So how can you encourage them to take part for this year-end seed?
I'm encouraging everyone na mag-give for this year-end seed because I believe na the blessing should not end at us. The blessing should continue and we should be a blessing to other people.
Wow, thank you so much for that. And I believe everyone else will be blessed by your testimony and what you have shared with us today. So that will be all, everyone. I'll see you all again for our next episode. Bye!